I did collections first, and collections is the reverse of sales. I was great at collections. I had big, stupid bonus checks. And when I knew commission only money was the way to go, I never went back to a job. I mean, the first thing you gotta look at, like, everybody is not a leader. Let's be honest. Like, I know people say, anybody can. No, it's certain things and shoes that has to be filled by a specific person. But you need to play your role and your part, or whatever part it is that you're playing, but you may not be that person.
How does someone foundation get set up with getting their business right so that they can go out and start making this money?
Well, the first thing I tell everybody to do, if you got an idea, or maybe it's a hobby, or maybe, you getting a couple dollars here and there off of some friends and family, but you say, you know what, I really want to, do this as a business. The first thing you want to do is set the business up right.
Okay.
That means, you go get an LLC, LLC is cool, but it depends on how much money you're going to start making for tax purposes. But if you brand new, start with your LLC. Get that set up, get you a DUNS number, even get you a NAV account. I tell people, get a NAV account so you can monitor, what the business is doing. Get your first trade lines off of there, 2 or 3 trade lines. Go ahead and activate the PAYDEX score on your Dun and Bradstreet. And then once that stuff populates, now we could look into, okay, what does your personal credit look like? Okay, let's start there first, because I know people say you can get funding with just, with bad credit, but I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
And let's start building your business credit profile at the same time. So if it's going to take your credit 6 months to get restored, then we got 6 months to build the business profile. So as soon as that baby flip over and you get that 720, 730, boom, we already in there doing the PGs. We already in there looking to see exactly what you can get, money wise, credit card stacking wise, use up TransUnion, use up Equifax, use up, all of them. Now you in a system.
Yeah.
Because it's a system to get the money, right? And if your profiles don't look good, you ain't gonna get the money, and you're gonna be kind of broke because you're using your own money. And you want to use those people's money. And so that's what we tell people. Start with that foundation first. Let's set it up right so you legally protect it. Making sure whatever your state you in, Georgia, Nevada, whoever you do it, that you know what you need for those states. Because people say go to Delaware, but I tell people don't do that. They don't tell you got to pay the taxes. You got to have a registered agent. You can't be your registered agent. Any one of those things fall, they revoke your license. So, but the foundation is, to me, the key. Once you can start with the foundation, go into the funding. Now let's create your image and brand. Now we got the funding. We got you $100,000. Let's take $25,000 and put it aside for your marketing and promotion now. You know what I'm saying? Then once you get that part right there, you all in the game and in the business like it's doing something. We starting to make a little profit, $10,000 a month. Now it's time to scale. We're going to add other streams within that one stream to build out your whole business. We're not going to go do 7 different things. We're going to do 7 things in the same stream.
So I love that. So what I want to do is, if y'all can, I want to give people gems on each part, right? So what are some ways that people can start building a credit to get in position for the funding?
Well, once you do a credit analysis, a lot of times I see people have collections or charge-offs, stuff that's erroneous on their credit report. So the first thing you want to do is get those things removed by either learning the credit system yourself, because sometimes in our system is $149. It's very affordable, and $49 a month. So when people say that's too high, well, then the other part is learn it yourself, get those things off.
Yeah.
But now you got to have some credit builder accounts. Sometimes people got a lot of high utilization. So the utilization comes with, you probably have to talk to somebody to figure out how to do a bridge loan.
Do y'all recommend, I hear people talking about like trade lines. Do you recommend trade lines, or if so, when?
I recommend trade lines when it's ready.
Okay.
So let's say you only got 3 active accounts on there, and then you need 2 type of trade lines. You're going to need primary, which are yours, and then you're going to need some trade lines that you can buy to other people already got and make you authorized user. But you want to use them right at the end when it's close to start getting funding, because you may only get 30 or 60 days to use that trade line.